What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿. Today, we'll be talking about Simone, the whole Rico YSL drug thing, and tying that into some occult or spiritual understanding. So, let's get into it. Now, first things first, so we're going to talk about Simone. And if you don't know, she is currently trending for her particular opinion about Dr. Martin Luther King. So, let's play the clip.
More important, the fact that Martin Luther King is the man that fought for freedom, or the fact that he was cheating on his wife?
Jesus. I'm going to give you this example. He's a great father. He's a great businessman. He's a great CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He's such a boss. He's a boss. Look at that man. He's a boss. He's a great father. Look at him, that strong black man.
Look at him being at his kid's game.
But you're cheating on your wife. You're not a good husband. But he's great in all these other aspects. How are you a great leader, a great CEO, a great black man? You're not great. You're not great. God, you're not. That is triggering.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm a good dad. You're not a good dad because you don't respect me. How the fuck you showing these kids you a good father and you don't respect their mother? You're not a great dad, my nigga. You're an okay human.
Someone.
Okay, so our thoughts on this. So I approach things, particularly here in this seat, not with my opinion, but rather always trying to approach things with understanding. Hence Gemini Brown. And with my ability to do that, you encounter gnosis, just a knowing, right? All of this is a part of the connection with spirit, being able to, or this is all occult stuff, all about the relationship with spirit, being able to look at a situation, whether it is this situation we're going to talk about, the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation, the 9/11 situation, right? Our ability to look at all of that and decide for ourselves, think critically of what the hell is really going on out here. One, you're seeing one thing, but I guess in the occult way, we're always looking for the intent behind this. What's the backstory? And it's always never gonna be as simple as it seems. So in this scenario with this woman, it would just seem that she is hurt. She's a hurt woman who's experienced trauma, and she feels some type of way against men and all of that, right? That's easy to see. I guess I'm asking y'all, what's the deeper intent here? What is the deeper intent behind this? Was this just regular conversation that leads into this, one's true feelings and how they're perceiving the situation? Or is there an unconscious or semi-conscious intent that, you know what, I don't like this individual, or I don't like how he's perceived when he's actually not perfect, so let me use my platform, my influence, and bring this to light, right? These are all possible things and occurrences. As an occultist, as a spiritualist, I invite the conspiracy. I don't be here broadcasting conspiracy, but I perceive the conspiracy within it. And let's just say, and it's going to bring us into the Pluto and Cap talk and how it applies to this. Now, the influence of Pluto and Capricorn in this situation, as it applies to, let's say, a conspiracy, would be that energy has given rise to, and personal power to, content creators. The establishment, which is the old, has seen and recognized, oh wow, the power is shifting. these guys don't need us how they normally do. Oh, they're influencers in their own right. Okay, so this is really for those who have ears that hear and eyes that see. If you don't perceive what I'm saying, that's fine. Okay. Essentially, with a lot of stuff goes back to duality. So you have individuals here in this sector, and I talk about this stuff in my book, Astrology of the Matrix. If you have those in different sectors of life pushing for particular types of light, let's say those bearing light in the name of knowledge and wisdom. So kind of like we do in our sector with spirituality. We're using energy, we're using the platform to push and build the foundation of spirituality in the new age, right? Then in different realms of life, other workers are doing the same. So what I'm getting at is, because we always keep in mind duality, there's opposing forces. So essentially, this is part of my gnosis or knowing, is that Pluto and Cap has given rise to all that I've said, but in particular, initiations, there will be agents of chaos. Okay? Now, this is something that, this is the part, like I said, gnosis. I'm introducing you to this term. I don't know if you've heard it before. This is not something you can Google. Shit, I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. This is just, like I said, a gnosis. So there are agents of chaos out here. Tekashi 6ix9ine being a very apparent one. And this is going to bring me into that next part of what we're going to talk about. So I'm starting with Simone because this video is very see-through. It's very see-through if you have the correct eyes. All right? But I gave you all the other ways to perceive it. So, going with this theory of agents of chaos out here, Joe Budden being another, okay? The fresh and fit guys. Now, okay, so this is in many different realms of influence, because there's agendas that are being pushed. So bringing it back to Simone, these may undoubtedly, she is able to express this message, feel this way because of her own experiences. Now, she has a power, just like every individual does. That power that has allowed her to grow to the heights that she has. Okay? So how we apply this to astrology, and always I say that knowing astrology, you shouldn't be mad at anyone's success, no matter how they're getting it or however you perceive success. Or, pardon me, what I also wanted to say within this message is point out also the difference between success and celebrity. So that initiation I was talking about earlier, remember, they're all we all come into personal power. But there are others that's translated to success, and then there's others that's translated to fame or celebrity. Okay? And that's a different type of initiation with its own things that it entails. Okay? So she has a power, and she uses it. Now, part of what that power is a thing of emotion. It's a thing of emotion that this is what it can stir in others. I'm going to tell you, I watched the video, and how I become aware of things is through the outside world. So she used a word in there, triggering. That was triggering. And it's like, before I became aware of the video, that word was standing out to me. Someone Like I had a conversation with someone and it was like, oh, that's so triggering. And I was like, is it really? Or something like that. And then I've heard it again. And then I find out this video and then I see it and I'm like, So that kind of, depending on how you perceive it, can lump together with, well, she's an influencer. And there are other people who may not initially have thought any fucking thing about Martin Luther King, his infidelity. Not that it matters. But now, that power she has, it plants a seed. As with all the agents of chaos. So, we really should keep those things in mind. We all have a power, right? And how you use that power and what you're broadcasting definitely has an influence over those who are tuned in to your frequency. Okay, so all in all, it'd be Simone. So like I said, I'm not here to, do that. She's bugging. She's just da-da-da. I wanted to present that perspective to you. Okay? So definitely, feel free to chime in on that. Next part of this, these gentlemen, these artists, artists is not even the right word for them. They are rappers. They're rappers. Young Thug, Gunna, amongst others, indicted on RICO charges. Basically, the record label, linking the record label to like gang activity. So y'all, this goes to another thing. Like I said, this is gnosis. This is a product of just me building a connection with myself, nature, and being able to connect, transmit, and all of that. To that I say, this is life, and life imitates art. As above, so below. We watch movies or film, television, a very high form of creativity, and very much so reflects life. So what I want to say here is that in this situation with these gentlemen, the writing is on the wall with all of this. And it goes with my theory of like the initiation of agents of chaos. The Capricorn related to the devil. The devil's in the details, right? The devil's in the details. So with that saying, like when you are dealing with business, this is why this energy encapsulates all of this business. The CEO, the 𝐦𝐴 from Leo to Capricorn, representing the artist and his passion and his heart for his craft and what he does. He eventually comes up to a point where it's like, okay, I've lived my truth. I've actualized it. It is received. It is influenced, and you can have like the devil or the businessman saying, "Do you want to take it to the next level? Sign here." So it's all a matter of how you perceive things. And in being direct with you, I believe that these young men are willing participants in this situation. They may not have understood initially what they have got themselves into, but based on the way in which they have used their power and energy and what their initiation entailed for them, this was like a part of the deal. Maybe they didn't read the fine print, but I mean, if you go through a lot of movies, and I guess one that comes to mind, like CB4 indirectly, but even the mafia stuff, like this is so easy to kind of link together and see how, you know how they say like a artist, or this is pretty much true, an artist is worth a lot more dead sometimes than alive. So like a theory of a record label getting an artist killed to cash in on that. It's the same concept, and that shit's real, and I don't think there should be any type of you can believe what you want or whatever, but I don't think there should be any apprehension to believing that this is really fabricated. And I mean, it's real, but then again, it's as real as it gets, right? So yeah, the devil's in the details. I encourage you all to really ponder on that Capricorn energy, the deeper meanings of these signs. Like I said, check out my book, Astrology of the Matrix. It presents these type of thoughts in relation to a bigger and better understanding of your connection to all realms of the universe. All right. Anything else I want to say here? Probably more, but yeah, I'll stuff it in. And also, guys, if you don't know, have a Patreon. Have a Patreon where we dive into a lot of astrology and the matrix thought, as well as other occult stuff too. So feel free to join the gang if you'd like more content. If you need a reading, the shop is open. Till next time, peace.